Welcome to the Futurist Mindset Show featuring Western Canyons Energy. Hello, my name is Tessa. I'm here to introduce you to Reagan Rodriguez. Reagan is a futurist who teaches stratosphere wealthy legacy families how to become impact investors. Hi, Reagan. How are you?
I am doing better than I deserve, and I'm excited about Dallas presenting and Western Canyon Energy. But please go ahead. Did you?
No, I think you're doing
Good,
a great
good,
job
good. I'll
introducing
introduce. Yes.
Dallas for us.
Yeah, yeah. So it's funny. Right before we got on, Tessa said, "Oh, you're going to be just fine, Dallas. When Reagan does this and introduces his clients, he always makes people feel comfortable." Remember you said that? The only thing I thought is, well, maybe just for once I could do something to make Dallas feel uncomfortable. I'm teasing. We actually spent quite a bit of time last Thursday together. I invited Dallas to a event where there were a lot of family offices, and he lives in Sarasota, so made the drive over. And it's refreshing when I work with people like Dallas that we seem to get along well with. Uh, I have a consultant that works with me named Melody, and Melody referred me to Dallas. And I still remember we just got along right away. And then I think you made the drive and met with me at my place. I think shortly after that, you had something you were doing in Miami. So let's
Yeah.
let's kind of get started, Dallas. Western
Okay.
Canyons Energy. Maybe talk to us a little bit about where you've been with it, where you are today, and you got an approval on 70 million. So how you'll turn this into the reality here with the fund.
Yes.
Go for it, buddy. You're up to bat.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'm a longtime oil and gas guy. My family's kind of like the original Dallas sitcom, if you're old
You
enough
said,
to.
yeah, that's you. Yeah. I remember you telling me that. Uh-huh.
I mean, it gets wild. My brother's JR. We were born 3 miles from the largest initial producing oil well on the planet. The
Wow.
Yates 30B at Ira, Texas, out in the middle of nowhere, halfway between El Paso and San Antonio, 1,000 population.
Yeah.
Iran, like Iran with two A's.
Hmm.
And my history along those lines just gets worse. You know, we had the family feud, had the South 40 ranch house with the four Roman pillars and the six-car garage and two pump jacks on one well pumping up head to head. Anyway, so I tried to retire in Paradise, Florida, sunny Sarasota in '03.
You failed at retirement, didn't you?
I'm failing miserably at retirement.
Which is great. That's why we're talking. Yeah.
That's for sure. Because I had a buddy in Plano say, I need a couple of million for an oil well out there in Jack County, and we got new technology and this will all be fun and games. And I started researching it.
Hmm.
I and located another group similar to him with another 20,000 acres of
Hmm.
oil prospect that's been untapped.
Hmm.
And they kept mentioning geothermal. And Kevin Chenault said, "Oh yeah, I've got a lady needs 100 million down in South Texas, and she's also going to do geothermal." I go, "What do you mean?" He says, "I don't know." So anyway, I researched it, and I tell you what, this is
Uh-huh.
a hidden upcoming industry. I could not believe it. I mean, see, we had 5 new geothermal startups. Now, geothermal means we're drilling a well uh, to tap the Earth's constant heat and convert it to motion through a liquid or a
Hmm.
gas and convert it into electricity to power uh, to power whatever we want to power. But the primary use of power that's needed these days is data centers. So anyway, this is leading to an enormous market. The big guys are into it. Meta, has a geothermal project in Texas, one in New Mexico, Amazon in Nevada. Bill Gates spending $1 billion for geothermal to power a data center in Kenya. So, and the same equipment used on the geothermal wells, I actually worked on back in high school, with my dad. So this is like a no-brainer for me. And then we tapped into some other tech. So we're going to go geothermal. Now, it is a transition. So we are doing some oil and gas wells because that gets us flush production. And there's about a 5% decline in production from a oil and gas well over the years. But it's still declining, and we have reached global peak oil again. I mean, they were worried about this in 2000. Cheney with Halliburton was worried about it, had talks about it. I even gave a talk about it locally here to the Northport Contractors Club down here in South Sarasota County. So then came along the horizontal fracking. So that more than doubled the price of wells, raised the entry. But they decline faster because they're pulling the oil out faster. So for a while, they stimulated the oil production globally. But now, 20 years later, here we are. We're back at peak oil production and go back down. So we can't depend on this as an ongoing source. Whereas our geothermal wells. We have a similar size capital expense to get them in place, but the production is going to remain relatively steady for decades.
Yeah.
Maybe 50 years. We keep production, especially we do the very, very deep ones. Now we're going to tackle the shallow ones next to the hot springs, first. Cheaper drilling. But eventually we intend to go 8-10 miles down, 40,000 feet. This is
so with your experience, Dallas, would you say that doing this through geothermal is kind of separating you from others because there's a problem that you're able to solve?
I would say so. The problem we aim to solve is steady, reliable, and eventually cheaper electricity for everyone. In other words, our impact is meant to be an impact on your life and your pocketbook if you're investing with us. See, so the thing is, we have the basic tech that is not commonly known due to my experience, and then also the ability to evaluate and put together other tech that is being developed. I mean, if we need new tech, we will develop it. They did this on the moon race. They needed to be able to breathe oxygen on the moon, but they couldn't carry enough in a standard oxygen tank like a scuba diver because that was too heavy to put on a moon rocket. So they had to figure out a valve that would take 4,000 psi and drop it down to a couple of ounces so you could breathe it. And they invented that in time to get the men on the moon in '69, and they didn't have that before. And now firefighters all over the place have this same 4,000 psi pressure. Now we're dealing with high pressure. I dealt with high pressure myself back in the '80s with the plastics up. I built valves that would operate at 35,000, which is 1,000 times more than your air pressure, in
Wow.
which 2 square inches will lift up a tractor trailer. You know, and I tested the valves to 55,000. And as a little trivia, you might ask the trivia question. Okay, at what pressure will blow a dime as a rupture disc?
Yeah.
See, so I don't know how many people know that. It's just one of my little trivia things. It takes 60,000 pounds will blow a hole in a dime.
Now we know.
Now we know. Right. So, okay. So I'm very happy to proceed with impact on the technical side while I
Mhm.
participate with the Reagan and creating impact on the financial side here.
Mhm.
I'm very impressed with this revenue-based system. I do
Yeah.
believe that that is what is going to get us in this form and perhaps other forms is a revenue-based system instead of a debt-based. I mean, the revenue-based is we increase our profits and efficiencies, just
Yeah.
like at this investors meeting that in
Yeah.
downtown Marriott Marquis Hotel that we went to last week.
Yeah.
Hyatt developed 20% efficiency, so we intend to share. We intend to do similar actions. You know, uh, and they tried this like your variable rate loans on mortgages didn't work because they drove the interest rate up, but they didn't have a increase in the in the return from the building on it. See, so that didn't work. Uh, so anyway, I'm very happy to be participating in the impact financially also.
Yeah.
So thank you, Reagan. Do you have any more
Oh,
questions?
no, no, you're quite welcome. I think you did a really good job of providing a good overview. What I think I'd like to do is, Tessa, if you would be
Yeah.
so kind as to maybe share the screen
Mhm.
and show the pitch deck that we put together for Dallas.
Yes. I can.
Please, yeah, go ahead. So that's the vision that
Mhm.
he's got.
Yeah,
And then
yeah,
right on the second paragraph, or right there, we go into kind of the summary of it.
yes.
Keep scrolling below, please, Tessa.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
I talked about at the beginning the challenge, and
Yeah.
there's a challenge. We don't refer to it as a problem because there's a solution. Scroll a little bit below.
Right.
Yeah. And then there's the solution. Um, then, yes, there is competition. If anyone ever
Mm.
tells you, would you like to invest in my business, but they say there's no competition, that's probably not something you want to invest in, right? Whenever I have somebody that says, nobody's done this, nobody heard about this, nobody has this, nobody knows about this,
Right.
but no thanks, pal. Okay. So it's good that there's competition because he's got a plan around it. Now you can scroll a little bit below
Mhm.
that, please, Tess. Thank you. So there he now shows the plan that he has. And then below that is the team of people he's put together. And that's another tip for any of you that are watching this. I see several business plans in a given day. And I can't tell you how many times I've seen people that they're just so impressed with their team. And I don't know if they Googled this or they heard this or maybe they learned about this at the university on YouTube or something where they say it's
Right.
all about the team and you got to have a good team. So what do? They plaster that on the front page as the very first page to look at. No, this is how you do it. You explain what the problem is, what the challenge, what the solution is. Now we talk about the team that Dallas has put together. Then below
Yes.
that, now you see the milestones they've worked on, where they're at, where they're going. And then when you scroll below that, you notice the financials. And again, that's another error that people make when they think, gosh, we're going to make so much money. And yes, everybody can show that they're going to make millions on Excel on your spreadsheet, right?
Right.
So they put that at the beginning. No, put that at the end. Let the people, as they're reading through things, say, gosh, I'm really liking this. Yes, there's a problem, but they got a solution. I like that they've got a plan around the competition. I like that they got a good team. And then at the end, they see what the financials are. And then, yeah, go to the next, because it just reminded me when Dallas talked about equity funding. So I really liked how that came out, Dallas. It's one of the best pitch decks I think that Donna has put together.
I very much appreciate that. She did an excellent job for us.
Yeah.
I know the challenge, getting things right. My motto is right over everything. It may not be exactly perfect, but
I know that about you, because you had us redo it again and then again, which is fine. And then a couple of weeks ago, you said, "Hey, Reagan, there's something on the numbers that I want to add on there." So Dallas is very conservative. He's knows what he doesn't overpromise and underdeliver kind of a guy. It's the other way around.
So I just wanted to say how to get in touch with you from the portfolio page. So if you go to Fifth Avenue, 5thaavc.com/portfolio, or click portfolio at the top, you can see the Western Canyons Energy portfolio and click view offering. And then you can reach out to Reagan if you have any questions about it.
Thank you, Tessa.
Great. Well, thank you for being on, Dallas. And I think it sounds amazing. I've been watching Landman with the oil side.
Oh, wow. Hey, my brother was a professional landman for 30 years. See, I live the show. It just gets worse.
I know Reagan's very much on the eco side, and so that one is probably, but we've got the best of both worlds here. So
right.
we do. But thank you so much, Dallas, for being on. And if you have any questions, you can reach out to Reagan again on the website. We'll see you all next time. Thank you.